So I've become a nervous wreck with West Ham. And earlier on today, myself and Geo were recording our mug of tea for Patreon, and it got onto the dreaded R word, relegation. I don't know why I said it like that. But relegation, we started talking about relegation. And I found myself recently doing a load of things which ordinarily I don't do. I'm not particularly superstitious. Well, I've sort of become superstitious. I don't pay too much attention to what the opposition are doing unless we're about to play them. I'm not hugely studious when it comes to looking at who's got what and who's done what in the Premier League. But I found myself almost worrying about everything. So the other day the game was on in the periphery, in the background on the TV, and one of the commentators started talking about Brentford's dangerous long throws. I thought, oh man, that's not good. We're playing Brentford soon. And I started wondering to myself, would their dangerous long throws put them in a better position of staying up than West Ham? Now, ordinarily, I shouldn't be worried about such things, right? Brentford's have, I think, really been punching above their class, really. Let's put it that way. They've done miraculous things to get into the Premier League, but they've just lost a really, really good manager. And I'm going to say it, they are a small club. But the trouble is, West Ham are a much bigger club, but they're so much better organised than us. They're so much more streamlined. They have such a better recruitment policy that it really makes us look absolutely terrible. Anyway, that they promoted from within in terms of their head coach. So I thought, maybe we can finish above them. But I started to worry about it. Started worrying about these huge long throws. I even started worrying about Burnley. And realistically, if West Ham can't finish above Burnley, then we don't deserve to be in the Premier League. But that's no comfort. That is no comfort because, as I've mentioned on numerous occasions, I think if we drop down, we're done because of that stadium, right? Wolves, I started worrying about Wolves, that they were winning, and then they got pulled back to a 1-1 draw. I was relieved. I'm now watching. I'm starting to worry. I'm starting to watch the other teams and what they're doing. And I think finally, it's Ange Postecoglou. I've been basically, I know this is really sad, and I know it is, but I've been gaining some comfort from the fact that Postecoglou's struggling at the moment. And somebody mentioned that the Forest owner, Marinakis, maybe he would have his pride wounded so much, the fact that he sacked Nuno and appointed Ange Postecoglou, that he might keep him there for an elongated period, even though he's not got a win yet. Ange has gone in there, he's not got a win yet. I'm there thinking, please. And I find myself doing this, and even though I'm looking at the league now, even though Man United are 10th with 10 points, and we've got 4 points, I'm still thinking, please keep Amorim. I'm thinking about Forest, please keep Ange Postecoglou. I am desperate for this to happen. Anyway, when we were talking and we were having this mug of tea, somebody asked a question: what percentage do you think it's likely that West Ham will remain in the Premier League? And Geo answered, and he said 80%. And I hadn't given it any thought until Geo read out the question. I thought, oh man, I thought this is a test. I'm going to look at it honestly, and I did. I couldn't really come up with a figure. I started going 60-40. That 70-30, that type of thing. But it almost cemented in my mind that we were likely to get relegated, which made me worry even more. Anyway, what then happened was Geo went and spoke about a load of this stuff, and I thought he spoke very, very well. So I'm going to share that with you because it gave me confidence. What Geo said gave me a lot of confidence. It wasn't really a rant. I just think he spoke really well, made his points really well. And it came to the agreement, as I also believe, that the next 4 games are absolutely crucial. 4 or 5 games are crucial for West Ham. And I know they are, but they shouldn't be. And I'm so annoyed that the ownership and the board have put us in this position by the fact that they've appointed Graham Potter and Julian Lopetegui. I just don't think in this league you get the chance of making 2 bad appointments in a row. So it's really whether Nuno can rescue us. Anyway, I was unconvinced until Geo made his points, which I think he made very well. If you would like to hear more of this stuff, as I say, this was on our Mug of Tea, which is on our Patreon, which is our 3rd YouTube channel. This is more than just that. We have blogs on there, we have updates, we have loads of different videos. the type of videos that you probably won't see on Hammers Chat on our daily uploads each day. Different things, lots of podcasts, lots of competitions, lots of stuff. We'd love you to go and check it out because it's a really great way that you guys can help support Hammers Chat. We really appreciate it because it keeps us going, particularly when we're worried about relegation. The link's in the description below. It's patreon.com/Hammers Chat. I'm going to stop plugging Patreon now, and I will allow Geo to take over and explain why he is 80-20 in favour of West Ham avoiding relegation.
I'm quite calm for now. Am I worried about relegation? Yes. Do I think it's a possibility? Yes. But I'm not like Gonzo yet. But it all hinges on the next 4 games for me. I won't stop going on about how important I think the next 4 are. Brentford at home, Newcastle at home, Leeds away, Burnley at home. Yeah, we need 7 points minimum, and then that'll put us on 11 points after 11 games. And I think 1 point per game is what you're going to need to stay up. The problem with that is round the corner we've got like Liverpool and stuff, so we may well dip under that 1 point per game again. I think 10 wins keeps you up. 10 wins, 8 draws, you lose 20, right? I think that's right. It doesn't sound good, but that gives you 38 points, right? 10, 8, 20 gives you 38 points. So you need to get 10 wins. And if you get 10 wins, I think it's fair to suggest you pick up 8 draws from somewhere. So we've already got 1. That's done. But we've still got to play Burnley, Leeds, home and away. Wolves, Brentford, home and away. So that's 8 games. We've still got Sunderland at home. And I know they've started well. I'm not sure they'll maintain it throughout the entire season. And we've still got Nottingham Forest at home, who at the minute look like they're going to be in the relegation battle. So there's 10 winnable fixtures already. And that's without taking into consideration Everton at home. I thought we did fine against them away from home, so why would we not do okay with them at our place as well? There's other games as well where we're well capable of picking up a win. I don't fear Man United whatsoever, home or away. I do not fear Man United.
No.
So I think on paper right now, I appreciate you look at the league table and you think, God, we're one of the worst teams. We're 19th. Well, we are. After 7 games, we are. But the season's 38 games, not 7. And there's 31 games ahead of us. There's, I say most, there's still 82% of the season left to play or something like that, right? There's plenty time to make amends for the disastrous start we've had. But also, and this is scraping the barrel, the teams we played, 6 of the 7 are in the top half of the league table at the moment. The one team that isn't, it's Nottingham Forest, and we beat them. Granted, it was Nuno's team, but we've got a lot of favourable fixtures still to come up. The next 4, though, are huge. And it's not just our fixtures. Wolves play Burnley and Leeds. There's a lot of us playing each other in this next run of games. A lot of us are coming up against each other. And I think the next international break after 11 games, that's when you're really, I think, going to see who's... I don't think you're going to see who's safe. I think you're going to see who's in deep shit. And I think you might find Wolves are one of those teams. They've got some tough games. Brentford have got some serious tough games in the next 4. They play us, then I think they've got like Liverpool, Arsenal, Newcastle or something like that. I mean, whoa, they've got worse fixtures than we do. I think if I had to put money on 3 teams going down today, it would be Wolves, Brentford and Burnley. I think we stay up. And I don't think it's going to be pretty, but I think we do. And I think Leeds and Sunderland also stay up in Nottingham Forest. January transfer window, I think we're possibly going to have one of the busiest January transfer windows in the Premier League that we've had, because there's going to be 6 or 7 teams in a relegation battle and there's going to be no one cut adrift. Usually there's a team that's done, so they're not going to spend in January because they're preparing for relegation. I don't think you're going to have that in the season. I think 20th is going to go, right, we better spend some fucking money and get out of this, boys. So you might have 6 clubs at the bottom spending money to stay up. You might have 3, 4 clubs at the top spending money to win the title. You might then have another 3 teams spending money to get Champions League football. You may find suddenly that you've got 12, 13, 14 teams in the league all willing to spend money to achieve whatever's relative to them. I think we could have a really busy transfer window this time round. So am I worried? Yes, but I'm not thinking about it. Well, worry is maybe the wrong emotion. Concerned, I am. I will worry if the next international break we're still in the bottom 3. That's when I'll go, oh, fuck. Because we've just played Brentford, Leeds, and Burnley, and we're in the bottom 3. Then I'll think we're in trouble here. So I'll wait a month if you don't mind, Corky. David, with the very random question, but I'm all for it, says, what are your thoughts on Robert Snodgrass? My opinion is he always tried his best for us in the face of bollocks from the board.